Think California real estate is untouchable? Not anymore. Beneath the golden glow of the Pacific sunset, a real estate reckoning is brewing. And in 2025, some of the Golden State's most prized cities are starting to crack. Prices are falling, insurance is spiking, homes are sitting. Whether you're a homeowner, investor, or dreamer, this is the wake-up call you didn't see coming. Is your city next in line for a housing nosedive? Stick around, because we're counting down the 10 California cities where the real estate market is unraveling fast. And trust me, this isn't just a slowdown, it's a full-blown shakeup. Number 10, Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, the city of stars, fame, and multi-million-dollar listings. But in 2025, Tinseltown is facing a crash scene, and this time it's not on a studio lot. The housing inventory in LA has exploded by nearly 75% year over year, with once coveted homes now sitting stale for months. Properties in Silver Lake, Brentwood, even Beverly Hills are slashing prices. That $1.8 million home in 2023 struggling to sell at $1.5 million today. And don't get us started on insurance. After a spike in wildfire claims and flood zone reevaluations, premiums have gone sky high, over $10,000 annually in some cases. Add in a citywide exodus of remote workers, ballooning HOA fees, and rising interest rates, and the LA market is in serious trouble. Even investors are walking away. In neighborhoods once dominated by Airbnb and corporate buyers, listings are flooding the market. LA still has its charm, but in 2025, the real estate shine is wearing off fast. Number 9. Santa Cruz, California. Santa Cruz, surf town, college town, and now housing crash town? This coastal paradise saw prices skyrocket during the pandemic, but in 2025, they're sinking like a stone. Median home values have dropped by nearly 11% year over year, and listings have more than doubled. Homes that sold for $1.3 million in 2022 are now struggling to fetch $1.1 million, with no bites in sight. Blame it on overvaluation and shrinking buyer demand. Tech layoffs in the Bay have hit this town hard, especially since so many second homeowners here were from Silicon Valley. Even worse, flood and fire zone expansions have sent insurance costs soaring. Some hillside homeowners are paying $9,000 plus per year just to stay covered. So while the waves still crash beautifully on the shore, the housing market in Santa Cruz is crashing harder.
Number 8. Sacramento, California. Sacramento was once the golden ticket for Bay Area refugees looking for affordability. But in 2025, that ticket has expired, and prices are paying the price. The number of active listings has surged to over 5,000, up more than 50% from 2023. Homes that sold for $520,000 are now sitting at $460,000 with no offers. Average days on market? Up to 49, nearly triple from just 2 years ago. Builders went all in during the pandemic, especially in suburbs like Elk Grove and Natomas, but demand just can't keep up. Rising interest rates, stagnant wages, and surging insurance costs have crushed affordability. Even locals are backing out of deals they signed just months ago. Sacramento might still be California's capital, but its housing market is losing power fast. It's a shift no one expected, but everyone's feeling. Hit that like button if you're shocked right now. If you're watching this and wondering what's next, keep your eyes peeled. Number 7. Palm Springs, California. Palm Springs, the desert dream. Hot sun, mid-century glam, and in 2025, a cold real estate market. Home values are down nearly 10% from their peak, and inventory has exploded. That $900,000 vacation home you couldn't touch in 2022, now it's on the market for $770K and still waiting for offers. Short-term rentals are a disaster. Airbnb occupancy is down 14%, and city crackdowns have tightened restrictions. Insurance premiums? Brutal.
Thanks to wildfire risk and remote location, some owners now pay $12,000 plus a year just to keep policies in place. Even snowbirds are hesitating. With luxury buyers retreating and locals priced out, Palm Springs is feeling more ghost town than getaway. This isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. Don't forget to subscribe, we're just getting started. The story unfolding here is one every homeowner should pay attention to. Number 6. Santa Ana, California. Santa Ana was once the last stop for Orange County affordability, but in 2025, even that bubble's bursting. The market here is seeing a 9% drop in median prices, and active listings are at their highest since 2012. First-time buyers who jumped in during 2021 and 2022, many are now underwater. Rising crime rates, slowing wage growth, and soaring ownership costs have hammered demand. Average insurance premiums have jumped by 60%, and monthly mortgage payments are nearly $1,000 more than just 2 years ago. Even investors are bailing. Some zip codes are seeing more than 1 in 4 homes listed by owners who bought less than 3 years ago. In Santa Ana, the dream of home ownership has turned into a nightmare of costs. And the warning signs are flashing everywhere. Streets once filled with just sold signs are now lined with price cuts. Sellers are slashing asking prices by tens of thousands, but offers still aren't coming in. Open houses sit empty. Agents are growing desperate, and buyers, they're staying away. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. If you're watching this and wondering what's next, keep your eyes peeled. Don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started. Number 5. Laguna Niguel, California. Laguna Niguel, upscale, coastal, and collapsing under its own weight in 2025. This once exclusive enclave has seen listings surge by 85%, and prices for luxury homes are down more than 12% since 2023. Why? The luxury buyer pool is drying up. Between stock market hits and rising rates, second home purchases have slowed to a crawl. And let's talk costs. Insurance on cliffside properties now exceeds $15,000 annually in some cases, especially for multi-million-dollar homes. Many sellers are cutting prices dramatically just to offload. The result? Homes that once sold in 10 days now sit for 90. Laguna Niguel still offers postcard views, but the price correction is real and it's deep. It's not just prices that are dropping, it's confidence. Let that sink in. Homes that used to sell in days are now collecting dust. Subscribe now if you're following this housing roller coaster. We've got more insight coming. For some, it feels like the rug has been pulled out from under them. The warning signs aren't subtle. They're loud, clear, and impossible to ignore. If you're watching this and you own property here, it might be time to reassess. Buyers who once lined up with all-cash offers are nowhere to be found. Let's be clear, this isn't a pause, it's a plunge. If you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down the California housing crisis city by city, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. Laguna Niguel used to be where wealth came to relax. Clifftop views, private drives, gated prestige. Now those same driveways are lined with price-reduced signs. Agents are offering closing credits, staging packages, even paid property taxes, just to move a listing. The problem isn't the scenery, it's the sustainability. The luxury tide has gone out, and what's left? Panic, discounts, and silence. Number 4. Venice, California. Venice, the artsy beach town once crawling with investors and influencers, is now facing a full-on freeze. Median prices are down nearly 13%, and inventory has surged 70%. Buyers who flocked here in 2021 are now panicking as homes once valued at $2 million sit at $1.6 million with no offers. Airbnb hosts are drowning in regulations and vacancies. Crime concerns are pushing families out. And between rising insurance, new flood zone maps, and interest rates near 7%, Venice is quickly turning from trendy to risky. The canals are still pretty, But the housing market? That's another story. Let that sink in. Homes that used to sell in days are now collecting dust. This isn't just another market cycle. This feels different. If you're watching this and you own property here, it might be time to reassess. What we're seeing isn't a gentle cooling, it's a seismic shift. The warning signs aren't subtle, they're loud, clear, and impossible to ignore. For some, it feels like the rug has been pulled out from under them. And just when you think it can't get worse, it does. Venues that once hosted champagne open houses now sit silent, doors locked, dreams postponed. If you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down the California housing crisis city by city, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. Venice was once the darling of LA real estate, bohemian, high demand, Instagram ready. It drew in tech workers, artists, remote nomads, but now the same crowd is pulling out. Local businesses are reporting slower foot traffic. Once busy cafes are seeing tumbleweed hours. With investor interest drying up and affordability falling off a cliff, this housing market is no longer glamorous, it's grim.
Number 3. Calabasas, California. Calabasas, the gated playground of the stars, is quietly crumbling in 2025. Luxury listings are up nearly 100%, and the high-end market has hit a serious wall. That $6 million estate now cut to $4.9 million with 0 offers in sight. The time on market? A brutal 103 days, and still rising. What happened? Wealthy buyers are pulling back. The glamour of remote work has faded, and so has the appetite for oversized mansions. Add in wildfire risks pushing insurance premiums past $18,000 per year, plus mansion taxes, stock market jitters, and even celebrity sell-offs, and the Golden Gates are starting to rust. Homes that used to have bidding wars now collect dust. Even A-listers are quietly exiting. This isn't just a shift, it's a warning shot to luxury markets across America. For decades, Calabasas wrote the rules of prestige real estate. Now, it's rewriting the crash playbook. Agents are scrambling, open houses are empty, confidence is collapsing. Behind every for sale sign is a homeowner who bought at the peak and waited too long. And if you think this is dramatic, trust me, it's just beginning. Smash that subscribe button right now, because the fall of the rich zip codes isn't over. And next up, we go coastal. Number 2. San Diego, California. San Diego, the city of sun, surf, and now slumping sales. Inventory is at a decade high. Median prices are down 7% year over year. And in areas like La Jolla, Mission Valley, and North Park, homes that once sold in 10 days now sit empty for 90+ days. Why? Overbuilding during the 2021 frenzy, rising interest rates, affordability hitting a wall. Add in $9,000+ in annual insurance for coastal homes, and even military and tech buyers are backing off. Tourism is down. Investor profits are squeezed by new short-term rental laws, and longtime residents, they're cashing out fast. This isn't a market correction, it's a reality check. The lifestyle is still golden, but the market, it's starting to rust. Let this sink in. San Diego was once the safe coastal bet. Now sellers are panicking. Realtors are offering price cuts, free upgrades, even buy-down mortgage offers just to keep deals alive. This isn't the bottom, it's the unraveling, and you need to be paying attention. Hit subscribe, because San Francisco is next, and it's where this whole crash turns into a California earthquake. It's no longer about finding the dream home, it's about surviving the storm. The dominoes are falling, and no zip code is immune. It's not about panic, it's about preparation, and those paying attention now will come out ahead. Behind every for sale sign is a homeowner facing tough decisions and mounting losses. Some say it's temporary, but the data paints a much darker picture. As these cities reel, others may be next. This is a statewide reckoning, and it's accelerating.
Every empty open house, every price cut, it's all pointing to one undeniable truth. The correction is here. Number 1. San Francisco, California. San Francisco, tech titan, cultural beacon, and in 2025, ground zero for California's housing collapse. Prices have plunged 14% since 2023. Condos are in free fall. Inventory in Soma, Nob Hill, and the Mission is exploding. 1 in every 4 listings has slashed its price and still sits for 66 plus days. What caused this epic unraveling? Mass tech layoffs, investor exits, remote work reversals, crippling retrofitting mandates for old Victorian homes. And then there's earthquake insurance, skyrocketing costs, and less coverage. Confidence is gone. Panic has set in. Homes once worth $2.3 million now struggle to fetch $1.85 million. Buyers have vanished. Sellers are sweating. And the dream? It's fading fast. This isn't a soft landing. It's a hard reality. The city that once set record highs is now writing new lows week after week. And the worst part? It's not over. If you own here, now is the time to reassess. This isn't fear, it's foresight. People are walking away, canceling deals, or slashing prices just to stay afloat. Subscribe now, because the California housing story is far from done, and the aftershocks are just beginning. Sellers are turning desperate. Agents are stunned. They've never seen conditions shift this fast, this sharply. The facade of stability cracked wide open. What's underneath? It's fragile, risky, unstable. Even seasoned pros are calling this the most uncertain market in decades. Buyers have transformed from hungry and competitive to cautious and absent. This isn't a blip. This is a reckoning, and it's coming faster than most are ready for. Every open house, every cut price, every vacant unit, it all points to one chilling conclusion. The crash is here.
So, there you have it, the 10 California cities where the housing market in 2025 isn't just cooling off, it's cracking wide open. From the glamour of Laguna Niguel to the grit of Venice, from Silicon Valley's crumbling condos to desert dreams fading in Palm Springs, this isn't a regional dip, it's a statewide unraveling. But here at Discover the Nation, we're not just talking headlines, we're exposing what's really happening behind the scenes. And here's the truth, when California shakes, the whole country watches. This market is shifting fast. Sellers are sweating, buyers are bailing, and investors, many are already underwater. So what's next? Your city, your street, your investment? It could be next in line. Hit subscribe right now, because at Discover the Nation, we're uncovering the truth, state by state, city by city, so you don't get blindsided. Don't wait for the headlines to catch up. The next crash is already building, and you'll want to be ahead of it. Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay skeptical, and as always, keep discovering.